Welcome back, everyone, to Halloween Haunts 365. I'm Jared.
Hi, I'm Terry.
Look, we have a new UV filter. It kind of makes it a little clearer, I guess. I don't know. Chandra told me to get that, so I got that.
Oh, okay.
We'll see what it does for pictures. But guys, we have a special guest today. We are going to introduce Karnage. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Well, hello there. I'm doing all right.
Awesome.
Doing work.
Not working too hard, right?
Well, try not to, but can't help it.
Yeah, you're just stuck in the grind. I hear you.
Yeah.
So we'll start off easy. Couple of easy ones. Where are you from?
Right. Uh, like right around Levittown, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
cool. When did the Halloween bug bite you?
Oh, well, I was a kid. I always wanted to have like crazy costumes and uh just try to pull stuff off, and didn't really know how to. But yeah, I was always into Halloween. The haunt stuff didn't come until way later, but yeah, I loved Halloween always.
Yeah, it's the best time of year. It really
Oh
is.
yeah.
I'm just showing off some of your pictures while we're talking.
Okay.
Very cool. So when did Carnage start? Like, what's the story behind Carnage?
Okay. I've always liked clowns to some extent, like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, one of my favorite movies. Uh, and so you guys know Grin,
Oh yeah.
obviously.
Yes.
So
Who?
Who's
I
that?
don't know, this other clown guy smiles a lot or something. Uh, yeah, no, so in essence, that character existed first, and me and him were friends before the characters existed. We got to know each other through we each had hearses at the time. So we were in the same hearse club, and we were at the same show when he introduced like Grin, this clown character. And he met the guys who later became Bloodshed Farms at that show and started haunting for them. And I don't know, this was 12 years ago, maybe ish, somewhere in that. And he had been home haunting and everything for years and years and years. I'd never haunted, but they were looking for people the last weekend at Bloodshed. And it was at that time it was Mount Holly Haunted Prison.
Yeah.
So it was the guys that ran that they later became Bloodshed. But final weekend they were really short actors, so I was like, what the heck, I'll give it a shot. And I was hooked from the first scare. Hooked to scaring people. I mean, I always loved like scaring my sister and my friends and everything growing up, so it fits.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So you started when it was still
And
the
then
prison, or you started when it became?
I'm sorry, got way sidetracked on
That's
that.
all right.
So he had that character, and from that weekend of me really enjoying the haunting, I decided to develop a character. So this is what came out of it.
Very cool. Yeah, we see you everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. He gets around a little bit.
My next one was, how long have you been haunting? So 13 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, probably about almost 12 years now. Yeah.
That's awesome. We have also seen you at horror and different kind of conventions. Do you have a favorite horror convention that you like to go to, or do you just want to hit them all?
Uh, I I can't really say I've been to a bad one, really. I mean, they're what you make of it. If you go and have fun, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But the staples like Monster Mania, that was a big one. So me and Grin, we came up with these characters, and we didn't want to just have haunt season. We didn't want to just put them away and only bring them out in October. So we decided to do this other side thing, and just go to. I mean, it's normal for people, dress up and go to conventions, but we turned it into doing like doing some crowd entertainment stuff for like tattoo conventions and some other stuff. So because we didn't want to put the characters away. That's why you see us that's why you at least you used to see us everywhere. We're
Yeah.
not around so much anymore. We're older and more beat up.
Yeah, we're all tired. We're all tired.
Yeah.
But it is a cool, costume.
It is.
I like it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It is. It's badass.
Yeah. And the bibs I'm wearing currently have oh god, they gotta be 8 years.
Oh wow,
Yeah, at least 8 years I've been wearing them. I'm surprised they haven't disintegrated by now. But
that's good material for
that
running
gives them,
around.
that gives them good you know, I don't really have to do a whole lot of like decorating or not decorating, distressing of the costume. It's pretty well distressed as is right now.
Yeah.
8 years of heat, sun, and sweat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And this is unpleasant, but I don't really wash it.
Well, nobody
No,
does.
nobody
So.
If I haunt in the
does.
rain, if I haunt in the rain, that works.
Yeah, I only wash my haunt polo once a season.
Yeah.
That thing gets right.
Yeah.
But there's no time. There's no time for the season to wash it.
Yeah, you guys are everywhere too during haunt season.
Yeah, this year's looking even crazier.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite haunt to visit as a guest? I know you don't get out to too many, but
Yeah, it's tough when you try to when you haunt. It's tough to get the haunts. I did enjoy, Field before I started really playing about. I mean, not that I still don't. I would, definitely enjoy Field of Screams was always at the top of the list. Honestly, like I feel bad for even saying, like I've never been to Reapers. Reapers is at the top of my must go to list, but I can never seem to get there when they're open.
yeah.
Bane, when that was around, that was a lot of fun.
I know. I missed it. I missed it by like a year. I'm pissed.
Yeah, that was they got a little hands on, and but not. I don't feel inappropriately so, but I'm a haunter, so I'm a little
We got a little leeway
desensitized
between
to it, I
that. That's awesome.
So yeah, probably Field honestly probably would have been the one that was the go-to one for a while.
Very cool.
And I work at Valley, and I don't think I'm sorry, no, I did go through as a customer one time. Me and Grin went. We went with Bloodshed as like a group trip, and we actually met Breezy that night.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, it's small world. There's
yeah.
a whole lot. Yeah. She's good people.
She is.
She's amazing.
I married them.
Oh, did you?
Oh.
Yeah, I was the
awesome.
officiant. I was the officiant for the wedding.
That's so cool.
It was great. Yeah.
Were you in costume?
No, I was wearing a tuxedo. I mean, obviously, I offered it, but they went for a more traditional wedding. It was It was a beautiful wedding. Beautiful wedding. Good time.
We didn't even think of Carnage. We had
Father Evil.
Father Evil marry us.
Oh yeah, he's a great dude. Been friends with him for a long time.
Yeah,
Just
he's
doing
awesome.
the
Great.
convention thing and doing a lot of similar shows. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did the
he's
whole horror
awesome.
theme.
We gotta
Yeah.
get him on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Well, I mean, one of my all-time favorites is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Outstanding movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I maybe Friday the 13th.
Okay.
They're
the original or when Jason comes?
probably the original too, because my brother was really into horror and he would torment me with them. But that was the one movies that didn't really bother me so much because, like, I mean, I was actually terrified of the first couple Freddy movies too.
Oh,
because
okay.
he would use it as torture. My older brother, so he would use it as torture.
Yeah, I haven't tortured her yet. I'm kind of thinking about starting just to get some screams out of her. She's terrified of Jason Voorhees. It's one of her biggest fears in the world.
Oh,
So she loved that scene on the hayride this year.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we had 3 Jasons?
Yeah. And the
I think we
sleeping
had 3 Jasons on the on the top end of the hayride.
Mm-hmm.
And the sleeping bag went right over my head. He was
Yes, it
too
did.
close. Too
Yes, it
close.
did.
Yeah, that's a really fun effect. When we doing the run throughs at the beginning of the season, that sleeping bag one was real fun.
That's so
Mm-mm.
cool. So I saw that you're attending I Heart Horror Day with my co-host from the Horror Shed podcast, South Jersey Jason.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was it. Through a friend of mine that does Krampus. He reached out to him, and I said, like, I'll go with you. Sounds like a good time, charity event. Why not?
Yeah, they did a hell of a job last year. I heard.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the night we're going to a haunt, so I can't go.
Who? Oh, Valentine's Day haunt.
Yeah, we're heading to Laurel's.
Laurel's.
Laurel's
Where's that?
House of Horror. It's in Laurel, Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
It's a bandit
committed.
theater.
Yeah, it's a theater from like the late 70s, early 80s, and they did the whole
Okay.
thing as a haunt. It's really cool.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Take lots of pictures.
I will. I got you. Yeah, so your friend reached out for you with that? Those guys are awesome. I had them on the Horror Shed.
Yeah, I told him. I said because I was probably going to go with him anyway, because he usually I help him with the costume and be an assistant for with the costume and stuff. So I was like, hey, I'll just ask him if he wants a clown. I'll show up, but then why not?
Yeah. Yeah, those guys are really cool. One of them's a hell of an artist. Like he drew a lot of that stuff.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So, what are the plans for Carnage this 2024? More cons, returning to Valley, some more guest acting. What do you got in the hopper?
I don't really know at the moment.
It's like it's only January.
I'm definitely going to be haunting. Can you hear my cat screaming in the background?
That's fine. We can deal with that all day.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, definitely going back to Valley. To what capacity, I don't know, because getting older, and I've been a mechanic for 30 years, and I'm banged up.
Oh man, I can believe it.
So it's getting tougher and tougher to keep chasing people and doing all that stuff. But it's so much fun.
That last scene is like it's like the circus rejects found their holy land. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
it's kind of like you were jumping train to train, and this one just it felt right when we went through it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the new scene at the end of the hayride is pretty awesome. This year, I was only in it a couple of nights because I was mostly doing line entertainment this year. But that's like I enjoy both of it. I enjoy the face to face, like messing with people and cracking jokes. Like I go for like, especially if you're doing a crowd entertainment, it's not always the scare. You want to just entertain people, make them laugh, whatever. Sometimes you make them cry, whatever.
With the chicken.
The chicken.
Cherry loves the chicken. She's like, he is the one with the chicken, right? I'm like, yes, it's the chicken.
Yeah, the giant chicken. It started out.
Yeah, I was going to say, how
when
did
we
that
had the ice
come?
cream truck, it started out with 2 rubber chickens we wanted hanging in the back windows of the ice cream truck by nooses. So we did that. And then I just started wearing a little one around my neck. And then I found that big one. And obviously, it only makes sense.
You find a giant rubber chicken, you got to wear it.
Yeah, absolutely. The joke with that is because it's a noose around my neck and a noose around the chicken's neck. It's sometimes you're choking the chicken and sometimes the chicken's choking you.
Ain't that the truth?
Just ridiculous stuff like that.
What are you, offended?
No, I never thought of it that way.
You got real quiet there.
Did she back up and turn like purple?
I'm an equal opportunity offender, so
No, I never thought of it like that. But now that you say that,
yeah,
it makes
I've gotten
sense.
A couple people some people take a step back and like, oh wow, man.
That's rad.
Now I'm going to look at that chicken a whole different way.
Oh, that's so
then
funny.
there's the plethora of cock jokes that go along with it too.
Yeah, there's a lot of cock jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of cock jokes.
I got those.
Oh, you got those. Okay. Well, wait, what? God.
I'm here to entertain you.
Yeah, you are. That's why you're here. You definitely don't do any of the damn work and finding interviews and scheduling shit. You just sit there and look pretty.
Yep.
My God. All right. Do you have any bucket list haunts you've been dying to see? When you're finally done acting and you can't do it anymore, where do you want to go to see these haunts?
I definitely want to get to Haunted Overload.
Oh, man.
I was actually going to go work at the end of the season. What they had, the Legendary Haunt Tour was there.
Yes, yes.
And then had a death in the family and couldn't make it. So I definitely want to get to Haunted Overload. Reapers has been on my list for a long time. I just haven't.
You've never been?
Yeah.
The Reapers?
No, unfortunately, and I've never been. The Queen Mary, but they don't do it on the boat anymore.
No, and now it's a party outside the boat that Shaq runs, so it's kind of like a Six Flags.
I mean, Shaq's cool and all, but like,
oh, I love Shaq, but
like, yeah,
the
it
videos
like
I saw,
they messed up Terror Behind the Walls.
Oh, what do you mean
yeah.
they messed up Terror?
Oh, I don't know.
No. You're totally correct. They
You're
fucked
totally
that up
correct.
3 ways from Sunday.
Yeah, I don't really want to,
Oh, I'll talk it, but go back to Terror Behind the Walls because it was 100 times better.
Yeah, because I don't know whatever they did with it doesn't make sense to me. But
no, it's a Halloween party now.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Halloween party.
I mean, why not do both? Why not be an actual haunt and then have a party midway?
Right.
Like
they have one attraction left that's awesome. Machine Shop. Machine Shop's still there.
Okay.
That's the only remnants of Terror Behind the Walls.
No kidding.
Yeah. They still have that oil drum up that has Terror Behind the Walls painted on it.
Yes, they did.
But the rest, like Kaleidoscope Hall was cool. You can see it in my intro. It's just a bunch of lights hitting an old school Eastern State hallway. But there's no actors or anything. You just walk through it and look at the lights.
Oh, well, it's cool and all, but like,
yeah, it's to only have one, and like their clown one, it's a 3D one. The 3D doesn't work, and you're out of there in 30 seconds. So it was just like, what? But I mean, that used to be a really legendary haunt.
Starting to get a bad rap in the haunt industry, and that's crap. Like that's probably why.
But there are some damn good ones out there, especially at Reapers.
Yeah, I got to get out there this season.
A Night of Terror down here has a good one, and I think they have a couple.
I've actually never been to Mullica Hill either. The Creamy Acres,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I've never been there either.
They have a good clown 3D one, really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good time there.
Yeah, I love Night of Terror. So, what is your favorite thing about the haunted attraction industry?
That's a big question.
There's probably a few answers, and that's okay.
There could be. But for me, I enjoyed being able to go get paid to scare people. I mean, even it's not all about the money. It's a lot of it's because there's like none to be made, and you beat yourself up, but it's worth it to scare people. And I was reminded of this part, like when we switched to Valley, like just very accepting, very fit right in, just a decent group of people, and you're all right, you're here, you're working with us, all right, you're in, you're with us, let's go do this.
Yeah.
Big the cliche, oh, we're a family, but you're accepted.
Yeah.
You're accepted, and everybody tries to help each other and build each other up, and it's a good experience all around for the most part.
Very awesome.
And I love scaring the crap out of people. It's just such a dopamine hit that I have to have. I crave it.
My knee doesn't work anymore, but I'm jumping on this fucking hayride.
Yeah. Part of the reason why my knees are so bad is because I was, when we were doing conventions, like they never thought the fat clown was going to chase them, but I would run people down. Being a fat clown that shouldn't run, like, why are you running? But you can't. You get into it, and you just can't help yourself.
Yeah. So, are you planning on attending the East Coast Haunters convention?
Yes, at least one day. I want to go check it out, see how it is.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Me too.
Yeah, it's like in my backyard. It's like an hour away from here. So
yeah, us too. It's what, Oaks is an hour.
Yeah, about an hour and some change.
And they have parking. Like, just I'm excited to get there.
Yeah, they have pretty good parking. It's at the Oaks Convention Center. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a decent area.
Yeah, it's big. It's very big.
Yeah, we did a couple of haunt events there. Well, there used to be a show called I thought it was called East Coast Haunters. But obviously not by the people that are doing this coming. It's a defunct show, unfortunately. But it was it was a small haunt show we would take the hearses to. That's in that convention center. It's a pretty decent place.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it'll be a good spot to have this one, see if it can grow and get into a bigger center. If it outgrows Oaks.
Yeah, I really want to get to the real trans world one day, but this will do for now.
yeah, it's gonna have to. I didn't realize Trans World was in like a couple of weeks. So I was like, crap, I didn't budget for it.
Nah, and St. Louis isn't the best area either. So
you don't say. I mean, it can't be worse than Chicago.
No, it's not worse than Chicago. What do they call that? Chirac?
yeah. I don't know. Philadelphia's not that great either.
No, that place.
Philadelphia.
The whole world's falling apart, man.
Yeah. Anyway.
So are you working or going to any Valentine's Day haunts?
I haven't even thought about it. No, I'm not going to do any Valentine's haunts. I guess the closest thing I'll be doing that the charity event on the 10th.
Okay.
So that's the only thing I have planned for now. I got to defend my title at the Preston and Steve belly flop competition. So.
Oh yeah, do you want to talk about that?
You probably see me there in August. Yeah, I've done that a few times, but it's the first time I won. I never, it was awesome.
So what is it?
You don't know what that is?
No,
all right,
I don't
Karnage
know.
is going to tell you what that is.
Oh, okay, so Preston and Steve, do you know who Preston and Steve
Yes.
are? WMMR?
Yes.
Okay. So they started, I think, in 2017. 16, I don't remember, 16, 17 maybe, they started having a belly flop competition. And when they started, I did the first couple. I didn't even place. I didn't flop very well, didn't have a good bit or anything. Because they judge your whole shtick and your bit, and then they judge your belly flop, and then round 2 is just the flops and everything. So I wanted to do it this year because they just brought it back since the pandemic and everything. I wasn't gonna do it because I didn't have a solid bit, and then I guess they were trying to get contestants, so I was like, all right. But me and Grin worked it out and came up with a crazy bit that only me, him, and my brother knew about right until it happened.
That's cool.
And I don't know how or why, other than maybe because I just binge watched all of Dark Side of the 90s.
Okay.
And one episode was about Baywatch, so my idea was Baywatch, but I was going to be Pamela Anderson, blonde wig, red one piece with the buoy and the whole. Yeah. If anybody really wants to see those pictures, they could go on my Facebook page, Karnage the Demented Clown, or my Instagram, Karnage.clown, both words with a K. If they want to see any of that silliness.
What year was that you've won? It was
last year.
Just this past 2023.
All right. I'm sure there's a YouTube video I can find.
Yeah, there's some out there. I think I shared one or two that somebody sent me, and then if you go on MMR's page, if you go on MMR's website, you can see the pictures that they have posted and everything too.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll have to check that out. And if I found it, it'll be right here.
Yeah, I thought it was a really fun bit. And everybody like stands around in their costumes and everything. I don't know if I concerned anybody or not, but I stood around the whole time in a robe until it was go time. And then I ran back, I put the buoy on and then put the wig on, took the robe off and did the whole like slow-mo run, flicking the hair up to the pool, and then it did the belly flop. I was the first one to go, so I had a really good score. Obviously, I was first. I was the first one to go. But after the first round, I came in third, and so the top three, they flopped for position 1, 2, or 3, and then I got tied with the one guy for first, so we had to flop again.
Oh my god!
Flop off, and I managed to score perfect 10s across the board and win. And I had bruises on my arms from slapping the water so hard, and yeah, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was a lot of fun.
Are you guys gonna get a sled and go down the hill for their what is that?
The cardboard classic. I really want to do that against my better judgment.
Yeah,
but it's not going to happen this year.
I gotcha.
So
yeah, some of those guys put a lot of time into those fucking boats that go down there.
They do. Me and Grin went one year just to go hang out and witness the madness, and
it's crazy.
That was the year they had. If you've looked through all the stuff, the monsters.
Oh yeah,
that thing was incredible. The amount of work that went into that out of cardboard.
Yeah,
it was crazy. There was like a giant tricycle. There was a space shuttle. Like people went all out making these cardboard sleds, and a lot of them didn't really make it down the hill. I mean, break over the top, they just disintegrate or what? Oh, it's very entertaining. If you have the chance to go. It's entertaining.
Check that out.
Brian and Michaela went last year.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
It's in the Poconos, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too far.
No.
I think it's at Jack Frost now.
I think it was
that's
Jack
where
Frost.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't listened in a while because I got obsessed with podcasts, so I need to go back and listen to them some more. I used to listen every day to Preston and Steve.
Oh yeah, that's when I go to work, I turn it on.
Yeah.
That's what I listen to.
But then I got into the world of podcasting, so now I listen to all these freaking podcasts.
Yeah.
Research, homework.
Yeah, going down the rabbit hole.
That's right. And there's some rabbit holes on the podcast app, man. Like,
yeah.
Like,
whatever you're into, you could find something.
I found one on photography, but it was so fucking boring. I couldn't do it. I'm like falling asleep behind the car. It was interesting, but you can't see what the hell the guy's talking about. So it's like, and then if you change your setting to 120 ISO and do this, oh shit, I'm driving.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be doing that.
No, and it's so hard because I like the podcast where I get into it that I forget that I'm in a car for 5 hours. Because every week I'm in a car 20 hours a week, probably.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Yeah. A lot of driving.
So, I like to find that. I like the New Heights with Jason Kelsey. He's awesome. I like Last House on the Left. last podcast on the left.
Yeah,
They're
those guys are
funny,
pretty good.
but they
Yeah.
get annoying after a while. So I really have to like the content they're talking about to really get into it.
I
And then
understand.
I listen to a video game one because all they do is fight with each other. Kind of like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my solid. And then I listen to us because I want to see where we're screwing up.
Checking your work.
Hey,
Nice.
you got it. Well, do you have any questions for Karnage before we let him go so we can all go to bed?
No, I like your decor,
Yes, I do.
Oh,
especially
this is my
the doll head.
it's not obvious. I live alone. My dining room is this is just a corner of it, but there's this stuff, evil clown stuff all over them. And not just evil, like flea market, like clown knickknacks and like some of these little old pull toys. And
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah. And I have an Emmett Kelly, a Charlie McCarthy, and a Bozo, like old 70s ventriloquist dummy toys up here. And then I don't know if you're familiar with Rape Whistle Ronnie, but it was a stupid thing I did for a little while. Yeah, some explanation here. He's a old 70s McDonald's.
Oh wow!
And we're bringing them in, and they're like broken now, but it used to work. Would do stupid stuff, take pictures with them everywhere.
That's cool looking.
Grinning Cheeks took them on their honeymoon to Disney. You know,
That's
the
great.
silly stuff you do when you're a clown, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the pop behind your right side?
This is the Killer Clown Spiky.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that again. It's been a few years, and the movie was
it's
good.
Campy, but it's great. Yeah,
exactly. Like it's funny, it's horrible, but you can't stop watching.
Yeah, but it's a awesomely bad movie.
Yeah,
not just bad; it's awesomely bad.
Yeah,
you know.
I remember watching it when I was a kid, going, "What the fuck is this?" And then I just kept watching it and watching it and watching it.
I'm hooked. I have a huge Killer Clowns tattoo on my right shin.
Okay. Did you buy the ray gun, the cotton candy gun when it came out? No,
I don't have the ray gun, but I do have Baby Clown, Fatso, Pops. I have some other artwork, the tattoo. I got all the Killer Clowns mugs from Spirited.
Okay.
I got the Killer Clowns floor mat is my mat in front of my sink in my kitchen.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, so like all that stuff. I didn't get the ray. I missed out on the ray gun. I have to try to see if I can find one.
Yeah, they probably will have it again this year. They usually hold shit for like 5 years.
Yeah, and they got to try to make them. Since they bought the rights to Killer Clowns, they've come out with
they got to try and sell everything that they made for it.
Oh yeah.
The animatronic was pretty good. I mean, it was what, 7 feet tall?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. I almost bought it this year, but I had to resist.
Yeah, they raised their prices way too high. It's for the plastic structures these things are, like, this isn't poison prop stuff here. This is a plastic Chinese out of let's calm down with the price spirit.
Yeah, I mean, people are paying it, so they're going to keep doing it.
That's the problem.
So that's okay. And it was mostly the price, but also I don't know where I would put it at this point.
Yeah, we're same here.
Yeah, the Freddy behind me, that was the Lowe's special during COVID.
Nice.
And for some reason, our area gets fucked over for Halloween. Like, we don't get Halloween shit in the Lowe's.
What part of South Jersey are you in?
Clayton.
So it's Williamstown.
I'm down by Williamstown.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's kind of sparse out there.
It is, but we get everything so late. So, like, a friend of the website, she was running around. She took a picture of that. I'm like, oh, you need to grab that for me. So I had that before it even came to Jersey.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Remember that?
Yeah, we met her in the parking lot.
I almost bought a second one to keep it in the box, but I didn't. What? I like stuff in the box.
Not that.
I almost did it. Sorry. Well, are you ready?
You want to post, do his social?
Oh, Karnage. I know you did it already. Oh, excuse me. Sound off the socials if you tell people where to follow you.
If they want to follow my antics, they can go on Carnage the Demented Clown on Facebook, or on Instagram it's carnage.clown, and both Carnage and Clown are spelled with K's.
All right. I need to follow you on Facebook. I have you on Insta.
Yeah.
I think you're like one of the first
I'm
ones I
not super.
followed 9 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not super active on either one, especially in the off season. Unless stuff comes up or I decide to do a photo shoot or something. But uh, yeah, that's about it.
Awesome.
I can't wait to look up those pictures.
Well, I'll try to find them before we head to the living room.
Okay. Well, you never know. I kept the bathing suit, so I could be running around as Pam Anderson Carnage again. Maybe you'll see it at Field opening.
Hey, media night. It's 92 degrees. You think you'd rather be in a bathing suit?
Yeah. This past one, yeah, I was dying.
It was. I think it was the hottest it was.
No, it was hotter the year before.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was.
No, I don't. No? I don't recall it being hotter the year before.
Yeah.
But you know
what? You're right. Because this one was just non-stop dripping.
Yeah. And then whenever you're wearing that silicone,
I don't know how you guys do it.
It could be 20 degrees out and you're sweating.
I don't know how you guys
between
do
that and the attic. I don't know how they do it.
Oh, that I don't know how I don't know how Jim and Gene talk people into staying in that attic.
Yeah. That attic is crazy, but lots of water. Lots of water. If you see me disappear at Field, like I have to run away. I have like a gallon or 2 gallons of water in my truck. I'm out there by Crunk's camper, friggin' chugging away on water.
Man. Yeah, we had Crunk on not too long ago. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, if you saw some of the pictures I sent you, you'll see they're in a bunch of my, because Banjo, Crunk, Breezy, like we're all friends.
There we have Grin, Breezy, and Carnage outside of Valley, and then we have Carnage, Banjo, Breezy, Crunk, and who's the ice cream dude?
I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I don't know if he was there this season. That was
no, I don't think he was.
Creepy.
That picture was, I think, 3 seasons ago.
Yeah,
that might have been the night that we all got together right after Jeremy passed.
It was the media night after Jeremy, because all of you guys came out. That was really awesome.
Yeah, that's when I started doing opening weekends at Field. Was partially because of that, and everybody getting together for that.
Yeah, I love it, really. A, because I love Field. B, I love media night. But having all of you guys there and knowing all you guys are going to be there, it's the best time for us to go to Field.
Yeah, and we all have a blast running around the Midway. Like Jim and Gene are just they're cool.
They're awesome people.
They're good guys. They're
haunters
they let me come and play 1 or 2 nights a year, and have free reign with Crunk and Breezy and Banjo and all them. So like, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, we met a ton of haunt owners doing this, and I love those guys because they love watching the show. They love just being out there, watching everyone run. Jim laughs his ass off when someone goes screaming. I mean, like, they generally enjoy it, which I love.
Yeah, and I like taking. I try to make at least one new prop, in the off season for the new season, and I typically end up beta testing it there because that's like the first night of the season. So. And Jim and I usually show Jim because he's like, "What the hell is wrong with you? You did what to what?" This year it was my emotional support road cone, which was 150 decibel air horn, wirelessly remote controlled, that you could just set anywhere. It's a road cone. People don't think anything of it. Like this year at Field, we had a bunch of rain, so there was a big muddy area. So I put it right in the middle of the muddy spot, like warning people to go around. So as they're sliding through in the mud, I can try to scare the crap out of them
That's
from
so
like
awesome.
40 feet away, and they have no idea where it's coming from. It's
Oh my gosh.
it's typical haunter mentality. We all have these ideas and then do. I'm sure I'm not the only person to ever do that, but I find it entertaining. So whatever.
I hear you. That's awesome. Well, man, I gotta thank you so much for coming on. This was a great time. I had fun. Looking forward to seeing you out there this season. I'm sure we'll see you at Field and Valley because I never miss those two.
Nope. Yeah, that's that's the two I'll most likely be at unless I decide to pop in anywhere else.
Oh, let us know. Who knows?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks for having.
Guys, it's been Halloween Haunts 365, where every day is haunt season. We'll see you next Monday.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.